Hey guys, what's up? In the previous part, we have added this home page and about me page in the website. So in this part, we're going to be adding this experience page. So after about page here, we have this experience page where we have list of titles here, and for each of the titles, we have description here. So let's try to make it. So we have our code here, and in the source inside this component we're going to be adding a new folder called experience. We will be having few of the files inside this experience. So we've added few of the styles that we need here, that is container, and we have this title here. So let's take this experience into our main.js file, and let's see how it looks. So we have this home, about, and we have this experience page here. The dots at the side is also now 3. So inside this experience, we're going to be adding list of titles and description. So like we can see, we have this title text here, and here we have this vertical line, a horizontal line, and a circle here. And whenever we hover into this title, it has a box behind it which emerges from the text. So yeah, let's try to add this thing. So as we can see inside this data.json, for this experience, we have this title here, we have this name, designation, we have this date and description. So we have this title here, this is the name, this is the date here, and similarly we have this description here. So let's add it. So we have this list here. This list will be individual title. So we can implement this list here. So we have this list here, and for each list we have this border vertical, this border horizontal, a circle, and a list value. Like we can see, this is a vertical line, this is a horizontal line, a circle, and this list value. So we have added that. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, just something like this here. Let's add a few styles. So we have this border vertical here, border horizontal here, circle and list value. Let's see how it looks. So here we have this design ready. So now we can see whenever we hover on it, there is an animation happening for the background here. So let's try to add it. So like we can see here, it is emerging from the center and it is going till the top and till the bottom. We can think of it as a gradient. So the gradient has only one color, that is this dark purple, and it is currently at the center with having all the dark at the center, and it is transparent from center to the top and from center to the bottom, but gradually it is becoming dark till a certain position, and after that position it is transparent, and similarly it is happening from center to top. So let's try to add it, then it will make much more sense. So here uh, in this list value we're gonna be adding a hover, and here we're gonna be having an animation here, and it will be something called animate hover animation, and it will be having 0.1 second. So let's try to add this animate hover animation. So this will be a bit advanced animation since it is using gradient. First of all, at 0%. So at this point we will be having nothing, and at 100% we'll be having something. So here at 0, like I said, we're gonna be having nothing. It will be just like there is no color at the center and no color at the top as well, similarly till the bottom. But as soon as we enter our cursor inside it, it will be increasing its gradient from 0 to 100%, and 100% is this particular top and bottom. So let's create a gradient function here which will do all of these things. So we will be having a function here called, so it will be getting a value called t, suppose. So now what is this t? So whenever we are doing this animation from 0 to 100, what we are doing is we are calling here uh, background image as create gradient, and we are passing 0 here, and for 100 it will be 1. So from 0 to 1 it is distributing this 0 to 100%. So this t is going from 0 to 1. So this will be returning a linear gradient, and it will starting with, so first thing is the color. So we will be having another variable here as, so I will be using this color here. So we have added this gradient here. So here it is returning me a linear gradient, and this is pointed in 0 degree. So now we can see like we are passing in this t which is just going from 0 to 1, and this t is giving me the exact value. So like whenever this value becomes is 0, It will be like starting with 0 degree, the direction is like this, and now the transparent starts from 0, which is the top bottom, to transparent 1 into 50, that is 50%. So it is transparent till 50%, then from 50 to 50 it is dark purple, which is kind of 0, and from 50 to 100 again it is transparent. But for 100% it becomes transparent is 0. Now this become 1, so transparent is only till 0, then it is dark purple from 0 to this is 100. So from 0 to 100 it is dark purple color. So this is how this gradient is happening. So let us see how it looks. So now we can see whenever we hover into it, it just get purple. So we need to distribute it again. So we have this create gradient distributed from 0 to 1, and we are getting this linear gradient. So you can just read this function and understand about what exactly it is doing. So now we can see our hover is working fine here. So here we're gonna be adding another value called active. Whenever this is active, it is bold here. Now let's try to add the content here. So we have another box here. Let's create content for a single title. So we have this content here as, suppose this is data, so data is equal to experience 0. So this is the data here, so we will be using this. So we have this content here. Let's see how it looks. So we have this content here. Let's add some styles. So we have added few styles here in this content. So now we can see we have this content here, we have this title here, we have this hover animation over it, we have this title here, this link here, the state, and the text here. Currently we can see there are ally tags here, which is list tags. So this is coming because as we can see inside this data we have this ally tags here. So don't worry about it, we're gonna be removing this content from here, and we're gonna be using a ref to add the content inside this content, and that's how we're going to be achieving the animation part inside this content box whenever we click on any of this title. So we're going to be doing that in the next part. So in this part we added this experience page. In the next part we're going to be adding the content animation, the click functionality, and the nav bar. So See you guys. Bye.